Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed that. It might have been the first time that you've seen this documentary, the first of 3 documentaries. I don't know whether you've heard about it, whether you've seen it, but it is absolutely amazing. So I hope that you enjoyed watching this. If it was the first time, I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did. So let's just together try a few things. Now, on your computer, it's very easy for you to take a screenshot of what you see there. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to take a shot of my screen, and then I'm going to open an empty PowerPoint. I'm going to open an empty PowerPoint, and then I'm going to go to the place on the computer where all of my screenshots get saved to. And here they are. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to put the screenshot on here. And then what I can do is I can write notes. And I am going to make it bigger so that you can see it. So it's a market scene. And what I can do here is I can add shapes. What I can do, and this is a very simple technique. Let me just do the first one, and then we format that. And we go here, and there's going to be no fill, and I want a line that I can clearly see, and so I'm going to make it black, and I'm going to make it quite thick. And then what I can do is I can put here, I can put lots of tarpaulins, mostly yellow, lots of bright colours. Now I could what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a short page of observations that I've produced for all of these, and I'll do that at the end. But it is very easy for you to capture, so this may have been a photo that you took, but it's very easy for you to capture a photo from your computer and then to use this as ways of isolating the things that for you seem quite interesting. And so I might say, for example, most of the women have headscarves. There are other things that I can look at. I might want to swap that here. Let's put that up to the top slide. And what I might do is I could copy that. I'll copy the slide, not the picture, copy and then copy the slide. And then what I can do is this. I can go in and I can crop the things that for me are the most interesting. So I might want to zoom in here and say, what are they selling? And all of the men here, you see they're wearing shower chemises. We have someone sitting down, and he is looking like he's wearing like a sarong. They are obviously selling cushions, and although most of the cushions are white, there are quite a few bright pink cushions. Bright pink is not necessarily a colour that you see in many Thai markets, for example. but this is interesting to me. That is an interesting detail. Let's go back and look a bit further. Let's go on. And here we are. And let's pause and let's do this. I'm going to capture the screen and I'm going to go back, and there is the new capture, and I'm going to go back, and I am sorry, let me just get back to where I was, which is here, and then I'm going to insert that picture into a new page. Just stay with me. And then I go here, and we go back to full screen. Now, here we are. What is going on here? Let's just increase this. And instead of me writing all this down, why don't we just together have a look at this picture? Let's go to full screen. Let's go to full screen. So what would you write if you were writing an observation about the screen, about the scene from this documentary? Would you be, I would be describing the place, the where. This is a market, and this is the part of the market. We've seen the other part of the market where things have been sold, and I noticed the all of the tarpaulins that were put up there, and that most of them were yellow, and that most of the women there, this is in Pakistan, and so most of the women have headscarves, most of the men have got shower kamises. I've zoomed in on some of the things being sold, but this is obviously another part of the market where trucks come in with goods. There are a lot of men. I see no women here. I see a lot of men, I see no women, and these men presumably are involved in unpacking the trucks, unpacking the merchandise from the trucks. And it is interesting to me, and if I was to go back, just briefly, if I was to go back and have a closer look, and let's do this again, that all of these trucks appear to be the same. They appear to be the same type of truck. We've got an arch over the back that a tarpaulin uses. This is obviously right next to a mosque, this market, because I can see the minaret. And the other thing that really interests me, and let's go back to this picture here. What is going on here? What is going on here? And I'm just going to be lazy, and I'm going to take one of these, and then I'm going to go back here. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to point out that in the market there are a whole pile of people working together, but we have one, we have two, we have three, we have four, we have five, we actually have six. We have 6 umbrellas, and visually it's very interesting that some of these umbrellas are very, very colourful. Now, what are these for? What is going on? Let's do this. Can we zoom in here? And I'm going to do this. I'm going to capture this here. And then I'm going to start a new slide, and I'm going to import that. Let's import it this way. Import picture from file, and I am going to go here, and here we are. What is going on here? So what do you see? What do you see? In a big scene it's a bustling market scene. We've got trucks that are the same. It's right next to a mosque. This is the part of the market where trucks are unloaded. It's next to a mosque. Mostly men, no women. Merchandise has been taken out of the
trucks, and I can see lots and lots of rubbish here. Can you see the rubbish around there? In addition to that, I see umbrellas. And some of these umbrellas are on raised platforms. And under one of these umbrellas is this man. Now, what is going on? Notice this. The guy is sitting in a comfortable chair, and it's on a series of raised platforms. And this guy appears to be one of the foremen. Maybe he owns some of the trucks. Maybe he's in charge of logistics. And so this is one of the many ways that we can, now if I had time, I wasn't recording like this, what I could do is I could be writing my observations and all the questions that I have been mentioning to you, but we haven't got time to do that. That would be about as interesting for you as watching paint dry. Okay, so let's now go to the next scene and let's practice some observational skills on this.